That we break down this game. You know, Oscar Tshiebwe with 25 rebounds in this game for Kentucky. Providence couldn't match up with him. Antonio Reeves scoring 22 points with some big-time three-pointers in the second half. Ed Croswell leading the Friars with 16 points in this game. And as you mentioned, though, now the talk begins about what's coming after in this offseason.
We'll show you some of the scenes and sounds here from the loss for the Friars. Obviously, the team dejected after the loss. Tough scene. But again, we were talking about the future here because obviously the speculation has sort of hovered over this program this week. What is the future of Coach Ed Cooley? 12 seasons leading the Friars, 7 NCAA tournament appearances, including this year. But obviously the Georgetown rumors are out there, and it's been out there for a while.
Offer is said to be on the table for Ed Cooley to go to Georgetown. Micah Shrewsbury, the Penn State head coach, is also in the mix there. When at the press conference with the national media, Ed Cooley was asked if he will be the coach of the Friars moving forward. He answered no comment. After that press conference, we caught up with him outside of the Providence locker room.
It's a lot of decisions I need to make. It's a lot of thinking I'm going to do. You know, I want to make sure I'm there for our players, and I know you guys have been asking me this, and you're doing your job, and I appreciate that. There's a lot of reflecting I need to do, and I'll definitely let you know what we're going to do when this is all over.
We want this to go a long time, but, at the end of the day, as you said, coach is his own man. We're going to do everything we can make sure to make the program stay at the elite level, invest in him, invest in facilities, invest in everything we do for the program. I can promise you that.
Two players with double figures from K-State. Marquise Noel with 10.
All right, so interesting, obviously, to hear from Ed Cooley after the press conference with the local media and from athletic director Steve Napolillo there. They're going to have some discussions. They always do a full audit after the season, and they're going to have a full-on discussion, of course, about the future and where they go from here.
One thing Friartown can take away from it, Ed Cooley, non-committal at this point, if he'll be back with the Friars next season.
So that's the latest on the coach. We will talk a little bit more about the game coming up later in sports. Of course, this one meant a lot for Bryce Hopkins facing his former program. We'll talk about that and more. But for now, we are live inside Greensboro Coliseum. He's Ian Steele. I'm Nick Coit. Back to you in Providence, Tiffany.